What's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in. Full Court Entertainment, episode 12 as always. It's your boy GQ Tuesday, Sheldon, and my man's Aaron. So we finna start off today with our top 10 power rankings in the NBA. Go ahead and take it first, Aaron.
Okay, so for me at number 10, Dallas Mavericks. Number 9, I got the Nuggets, who I think last show or the show before that I picked as my dark horse for the title. Fully healthy squad. Hopefully they can get it done this year. Number 8, I got the Heat. Number 7, I got the Sixers. Number 6, I got the Suns. Number 5, Nets. 4, Celtics. Number 3 is the Bucks. Number 2 is the Clippers, and number 1 is the Warriors.
Warriors. They ain't number one for me, bro.
Man, he started out.
I mean, I gotta give them their respect though. Defending champs.
I ain't giving them no respect. I ain't giving them no respect. I ain't giving them man no respect. Who you at honorable mention? Cause I heard Heat and I was like, wait, what? Do you have any honorable mentions?
No, the Heat were number 7, I believe.
I know. I'm saying, who was your honorable mentions?
Oh no, the Heat was number 8. Honorable mentions. I had the Grizzlies.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not feeling your list. You started off. You started off. You already made. I remember when you said who was number 10, the Nuggets.
Number 10 was the Mavericks.
Yeah, when you put the Mavericks, that's when I said that team.
I don't know about that.
Power ranking?
I mean, they made it to the Western Conference Finals last year.
They the 10th best team in the league. Like they the 10th best league, the 10th best team in the league.
I mean, they were a top 4 seed last year.
They was a 4 seed last year.
Okay, so how was that so far fetched? They couldn't be a top 10 team this year.
They're a very different team from last year.
I feel like losing Jalen Brunson is gonna hurt them in the long run. I feel like that's gonna hurt them.
They lost Porzingis too.
We got to see what kind of impact Christian Wood gonna have. I think he'll have a positive impact.
I think so too, but if they would have kept Jalen Brunson with them, I would have agreed with you. I definitely would have agreed.
I just don't think that list is that list ain't hit. That ain't it.
I mean, it's just a prediction. Of course, it could turn out completely different. For all we know, the Lakers could be the number 1 team by the end of this. So
I love LeBron. I love LeBron and the Lakers.
You're not on my list. You're not on my list.
I ain't gonna agree with that.
Okay. What's y'all list?
All right. So look, I'm gonna go with my honorable mentions first. I'm gonna say they were in order. I'm gonna kind of put them in order. So basically, let's see. I had 7 teams. No, I had 8 teams. I had 8 teams in my honorable mentions. So my last team was the Raptors. I put them last. Then I put the Mavericks. Then I put the Lakers. I put LeBron in there. I had the Bulls, the Hawks, the Cavs, and I put the Heat in there because I ain't feeling the Heat this year, bro. They ain't make no improvements to their team. None whatsoever. But the team I put at the top, I wanted to put them so bad, and I was like, man, it's a lot of teams that might be better than them, or they just in the same category. The Pelicans, man, I'm really messing with the Pelicans this year, man. They got a squad, so I'm basically gonna kind of put them in the top of my 10th team. The Grizzlies, I put the Grizzlies at number 10. Number 9, I had the Timberwolves. Number 8, I wanted to put them at 7. I put the Nuggets. I put the Nuggets at number 8. And I put the Suns. I feel like the Nuggets might be a little better than Suns. And that's crazy because in the beginning of this podcast, I had the Suns number 1 seed, but they going through something. And I think the Nuggets with Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray back. But I did put the Suns over them because I looked at the Nuggets. They def ain't all that, honestly. Yeah, they got Bruce Brown, Jeff Green. He old now, but they don't got a lot of depth to me. And Bones Highland, they don't got a lot of depth. So I'm not. That's why I put the Suns above them, honestly. If they had just some more decent pieces, I probably would have put in the Nuggets at 7. Number 6, I had the Sixers.
Who's on the Suns bench though? Besides Cameron Payne, because remember Jay Crowder requested a trade, and you got Cameron Johnson starting.
They got Cameron Payne. They got Damian Lee, Biombo. He a okay big. He better than any big they got on the Nuggets bench. I think they got some better bench players, honestly. But I have to go back and look at the Suns bench. But I think they bench is just a little bit. It might be a little bit better than the Nuggets. But yeah, 6 was the Sixers. 5 was the Warriors. I think, man, I couldn't put them at no one. I wanted to, man, but I couldn't put them at one. Losing Gary Payton, and they lost somebody else. Oh, they lost Damian Lee, but I think he wasn't that big of a deal, me personally. But losing Gary Payton,
But
and
they gained
I just
James
don't think they
Wiseman
go.
though.
I can't put them as number one. I just couldn't do it. Number 4, I got the Nets. Always, I like Ben Simmons, so I'm gonna just rock with the Nets just because Ben Simmons. I think they're better than the Warriors, me personally. Number 3, it was between them and the Nets, but I put the Celtics. I put the Celtics at number 3. Even though Robert Williams is out, they still got Malcolm Brogdon. They still got a lot of decent players on that team, and now they running with Derek White at start 2 guard. I think it's gonna be a little bit better, so I had them at 3. Number 2, I have the Clippers because I think they got the best. They got the most overall best team in the league because they got a lot of good players. They bench is probably better than half these starters in the league on these other teams. And number 1, I feel like we all know the Bucks. Giannis, best player in the league right now. I put them at number 1. I had to.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm feeling that. That's a real good list, honestly.
But if I had to put it, man, Pelicans and Grizzlies, man, I feel like they the same. I feel like Timberwolves, Grizzlies, and Pelicans, they in the same category. Like you can't go wrong with them 3 being whatever. Like so 9, 10, 11, you can't go wrong with them 3.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Shoot, I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions. So I got the Warriors.
Oh,
I
wow,
just don't
nice.
think they're. I don't think they're a power ranking team. I think they're a power ranking team, but I don't think they're winning again next year. I think the next emerging pieces that they got, they're not ready to lead the way. And I think Steph, with his running mate of Clay, I don't think it's going to be enough, especially with the deterioration of Draymond. I don't think they have enough in the tank this year to go all the way again. Then I have the Cavs and the Raptors. I think they're both the same team. They lack a superstar. Like they have a good ecosystem to land a superstar. If the superstars there, they still the East, but neither one of those teams have a superstar that just win you over and that dominates any playoff series. So they're a playoff team, but they're not a deep playoff team. They're not a third round. They're not going to the finals, but they're better than play-in teams for sure. Number 10, I had to go with the Pelicans. They're nasty. They're a really good team. But I had to battle with them with the Timberwolves. I put them at number 9 because I just think the ecosystem they're going to be a really good defensive team and defense leads the way. And I think Cat and AE offensive side, that's a lot of offense. That's a lot of offense. Then I had to go Memphis. I think Ja Morant's a superstar. I think if Zion's a superstar, then Ja Morant's a superstar just as well. And Memphis has proven to us they're a young, hungry team. So I went with like the best, youngest teams in the power ranking because like they aren't good enough to win, but you can't sleep on them. Like they're good. They're winning that first round. They're winning that first round in the playoffs. I
Depends on
think
who
they
they
are.
play.
I don't think it
Yeah,
matters with them.
man, Timberwolves should have beaten them last year. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah. Then number 7, I went with the Bulls. I think the 1-2 punch of DeMar and Zach. I think their point guard problems isn't going to plague them too much. I think with Zach cleaning up his knee, the off season surgery, I think he's going to play better than what he was. And DeMar, I think the system just works. Honestly, I think just seeing Vucevic, I think Vuce is going to still be a top 5 center in the league. And that's just the most seasoned. They have a very seasoned team with some good young guards coming underneath them. So I can't see them not being a top 5, top 6 team in the East. Then I got the Celtics. The Celtics are really good. I just think the pairing of Brown and Tatum, they them guys. They them guys. You gotta respect them. You gotta respect them. And then I got the Suns. The Suns is real tough. Like Sheldon said, they're going through something. I don't know what it is, but for some reason it feel like they're gonna get back to what we knew them as, that super bad losing team. Like this may be the end.
I think DeAndre ain't gonna like go off this year. I have a feeling. I feel like he gonna go off for some reason. I just got a big feeling he gonna go
You
off.
think he averages 20 this year?
Yes, I
I
think
don't
he
know,
averages
bro.
20.
20.
Bro. I think he gonna average at least 20 and 10, bro. I got a feeling he
I think
goes.
he's gonna average between 15 and 16 and between 9 and 11.
Then that's a down. Then that's just bad for him. Then, because there ain't no way you that big and tall, average to give me 15
But
points
he's
a
not
game.
motivated. He don't want to be there.
And that's
Yeah.
He does not want to be with.
But he
Some,
want.
he
But
got
he
his
got. But he
money.
go. Play,
He got his
but he
money,
got
and
to play
he's
good
playing
enough
on
to
teams
get
that
out of
want to
there,
play.
though.
He doesn't put up the numbers he's supposed to. He's like Chris Paul is the option on offense before him.
He should be the
Like,
second option, bro. Damn, he should be the first option, low key.
but he's
He
not.
should be, but he don't.
He doesn't even average 20 points. I think what is he average? Just like 18.
I feel like this year he gonna change it all, bro. I just got a feeling he gonna change it all.
We'll see.
I think the Clippers. I think the Clippers are the fourth best team in the league because I think they got a lot of depth and they still got like Kawhi. He's real sneaky, real dark horse. Honestly, they have enough depth to where Kawhi can coast through the season and come sneak in and do some crazy damage in the playoffs. Still, like I think they were like a 9th seed play-in team, and they only got Paul George for like what 15 games, and it was just pretty much that bench. That bench this year was a 9th seed, so it's like you got man. That's scary team. 76ers. Number 3, James Harden. Joel might have another MVP caliber season. James Harden. The belly is gone. The belly is gone. You can't.
Hey.
The belly is gone.
I saw him play yesterday against the Cavs. That man still looked the same, but TV don't do no justice. I have to see him in person, but on TV, he looked the same to me. He looked
thinner. I thought he looked his stomach looked flatter. Like his belly didn't stick out.
His belly ain't stick out. TV.
Number two, I'm going with the Bucks. I think Giannis is probably the best player in the league right now. But I think for the East, he's going to need a little bit more firepower than Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. I'm not really thinking that Brooke Lopez, the Bobby. I think they need some. I think they need another. Scorer. Honestly,
Joe Ingles.
No.
Joe Ingles tore his ACL. Is he even playing this season?
Yeah, I think he's coming back. But I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't really feeling that signing. It didn't pop out to me like, oh my God, Joe Ingles to the. No, I was not feeling that. I think
the way the East is looking, they need somebody else to. If Bobby Portis can put up 18 points again, I don't think he does it again. Yeah, but the Bucks need to add some. They need to add some more firepower. Then number 1, the Nets. You got Kevin Durant. You got redemption season, Kyrie. You got Ben Simmons. That's nasty. They plugged everything up, and I think Claxton looking a little bit more scarier for some reason. I don't know why.
He's skinny though, bro. He's still skinny.
But he looking dog. He looking like a dog. It's in him.
But when he got to play against
his free throw shooting.
But when he got to play against, like, say if they go to the finals and they got to face the Nuggets or something, he's going to get killed. It's just gonna happen. He's going to get killed.
They're gonna. Go
up against Embiid. He's gonna get dominated. He's gonna get killed. It's gonna happen.
But you naming people that's like Jokic is gonna kill anybody. Embiid is gonna kill.
Those are the people that are gonna have to face in the playoffs, though. Those are those type of players they're gonna have to face. So it's like you have to prepare for them type of players.
So the Nets
prepare him against say like a Nurkic who's not gonna probably be there in the playoffs or in the finals. I'm going with teams that he might have to go up against.
I mean, you named 2 teams from the West. I mean, honestly, being serious, like the Nets are probably gonna go against somebody like the Raptors in the first round. They're gonna go against somebody like the Bulls. So
Vucevic could kill Claxton.
I think if Vucevic kills Claxton, they still live.
Yeah, they'll still be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They so thin though.
I'm shocked y'all are both so high on the Bulls. I thought y'all would have put them in y'all honorable mention.
The Bulls is in my honorable mention. They weren't even in the. No, that's Sean Dale. Did you even have the Nuggets in yours?
Mm-mm.
See, that's true. You tripping on that?
I
You
don't think
tripping, man.
they're a really good team in the West, but are they one of the best teams in the West? Are they top
Yes.
three in the West?
They top five. They could be
Are
top
they
five.
so top three in the West? Who are they? What's your top five West teams?
Let's see. I gotta go back to my list. Let's see. We got the Clippers. We have the Warriors. We have, I'm gonna say the Suns, the Grizzlies, and you can say Nuggets. Probably Nuggets and Timberwolves in the same category. I'll probably take the Nuggets though. I'm gonna take the Nuggets probably over the Timberwolves. Me personally,
Yeah,
I
I'm
I
take
would
going
put
them.
the Nuggets as
Timberwolves.
high as 4 in the West. They could be the 4th seed.
So
They better.
I'm
I think the Nuggets better than the Grizzlies. They better than them.
I do too.
the Suns won. They took off. They took off last season, and they had 60. They had over 60 wins. Then you still got the Grizzlies. You still got the Timberwolves getting better. You still got the Clippers. I think honestly, I don't know. I don't know if just looking at the Nuggets. The Nuggets is super top heavy. I think they win. I think they win a good amount of games, but I think it's gonna come down to like that depth and those other players winning them games. And Jamal is gonna come back. He's gonna come back slow. Michael Porter is coming back slow. So it's like those games that they're missing in the beginning is going to come down to like the depth of the Clippers and the Pelicans. That those teams with the depths, they're beating them on the standings. Now the Nuggets is going to have to worry about. I think it's always going to play out. The Nuggets is going to have to worry about who they're facing in the first
But,
round.
but this the
But they
thing
do have
though. If
solid
they face
rotation
against the
players.
Grizzlies,
Oh, go ahead.
if the Nuggets face against the Grizzlies, who else am I going to depend on besides Ja? Who else? I got to
Yeah,
depend on other people. Is Desmond Bain going to have that redemption he had last year in the regular season? Because nobody saw Desmond Bain going off. Dylan Brooks, honestly, he's just a 3 and D guy. Me personally, Jaren Jackson, we always talk about him how he be tweaking. So it's like, who else can he depend on? That's gonna be the problem with the Grizzlies forever. Who else can John Morant depend on to help him go to the promised land? But with the Nuggets, Jokic always gonna have Jamal Murray on the right and Michael Porter Jr. on the left. He's always gonna have them two no matter what.
I think the same criticism that you put on Jaren Jackson Jr. It cancels out Michael Porter Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. Has already proven to be more productive, and he's shown up and done more than whatever you thought Michael Porter Jr. would show up and be. Michael Porter Jr. is nothing but the unevolved Pokemon of Anthony Davis. He hasn't solidified and proven himself. He's shown glips and he shows promises, but and when it comes
What do you
down to
mean?
it,
We saw a full year of him. We saw a full year of
and
Michael
we didn't
Porter
see
Jr.
and we didn't see him do anything in the playoffs. And
We
it came
saw a
down.
full year.
It doesn't matter.
He had a good
And we
first round, and then he tweaked in the
and
second.
we also seen when John Morant doesn't play, we seen that the Memphis Grizzlies team that's still a good team.
And we saw them when John Morant didn't play. They struggled.
They won that game.
They
They
won one
won.
game.
They won. They were gonna lose
They won
anyway
that
to the
one
Warriors.
game.
They were
They
gonna
won that
lose to
one
the
game.
Warriors.
They won
They were
that
gonna
one game.
lose.
They won that one game though. Yeah, but you're gonna have to face the Warriors. But he's gonna need somebody else to go with him. He needs
And
like another star player. None of them other players are stars.
if the Nuggets don't go to the finals this year, what does it mean about that franchise? They're the new Jazz.
But the Nuggets are they're a decent team though. But the Jazz, all they had was Donovan Mitchell though. All they had. But but wait a minute, first of all, we saw the Nuggets go to the conference finals a couple of years ago. We saw them. When they was healthy, they went to the conference finals. They just faced LeBron and them. That team was too good. So we knew they weren't gonna beat them. But if they have to face the Grizzlies, they gonna beat the Grizzlies, bro. And if they don't go to the finals, everybody's just gonna say, well, they didn't. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. They just came back off injury. They got to get used to playing with each other longer term. Blah blah. That's just what I'm saying. That's just what people gonna say. But I mean, it's not gonna be a failure though. I feel like it won't be a failure if they don't make the finals this year though. I feel like It's not gonna be a failure. But I think they can make it though. They can make it though.
And I do
Like
the
they
pieces.
have the firepower to compete with
Yeah.
these other teams.
Because I mean, in addition to Jamal Murray and Michael Porter, you do have Aaron, you do have
I keep
KCP,
forgetting
you
about
got
him.
Ish
I
Smith,
keep forgetting.
you got Bones Highland, and you got Bruce Brown. So I think they have solid enough pieces to make a run.
I keep forgetting they have Aaron Gordon. Like I forget he was the best player on Magic, and now he the fourth best. I keep forgetting they have him.
because he hasn't been
Yeah, he ain't done nothing.
He hasn't been himself. I mean, but Aaron, you named a bunch of scores. Like the defense for the team is what's going to come into mind. I think looking at productivity and what people have done, the Memphis Grizzlies have been more successful in their short stint with each other than the Nuggets.
No,
I
they
mean,
haven't.
we got what, one conference? We got one conference finals. We got Jamal All-Star games. We got some MVPs from Jokic. But as a team, as an overall, I don't think they're gonna be able to do. They're not gonna do what you think they're gonna do. They're not
Bro, we
gonna do
saw
it. They're
last
never
year.
gonna pull it off.
We saw last year if the Timberwolves ain't tweaked, they should have beaten them because they had the more talented team. If they ain't tweaked, they would have beaten them.
So
And with a great coach. Mike Malone is a great coach. He's probably a top 10 coach in the league. And he's gonna have them ready against the Grizzlies. If
so you
they're going to beat them. In a 7-game series, they're going to beat them. They're
so
gonna
so
beat them.
you so you putting the Nuggets in the top five. Nuggets top five team in the West.
Yeah, I said they in there with the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. Yeah, you can argue whoever, but they right there.
Arguably, it's not.
They were a
It's
6 seed without they second and third best player.
You just not high on Michael Porter Jr. for some apparent reason. You just don't like him for some apparent reason. I just don't get that.
I ain't
Like,
got nothing against the guy.
yes, you
I
do.
just
Yes, you do.
no. This is what it is. I think you criticize and you Jaren Jackson. Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. isn't what he's supposed to be, but Jaren Jackson Jr. can stay on the court. Availability is the best ability. It's just the same thing. Michael Porter Jr. does not be on the court. He don't be on the court.
But we saw it's not like, bro, I can understand if we didn't see him that 1 year, but we saw him. We saw a full year of him. So it's like we know what he can do. And if he just stays healthy, they are a top 5 seed in the West. They are better than the Grizzlies. They are better than them.
How many games Michael Porter Jr. played this season?
60. And that's good enough for me. 60-some games, good enough for me.
Michael Porter Jr. Aaron.
6-some games.
I'm gonna say 50.
I'm giving it 60. I'm giving it 60.
Yeah, the hope
You
is
just
for
don't like
61.
him for some apparent reason. You just don't like him. No,
I
your
like-
problem is you like to see people do it. It's like, yeah, he did it, but he still needs to show me a little bit more. That's what you do. But we saw what he can do, and we all know he's a good player. Like, we know he is. We know he's a good player. You just need to see like one more year, then you be like, yeah, you're right. He is a little good. But we know he good. We know he good.
I agree. I
We'll
give
see
you
who
that.
he proves
That's why
to
you
got me
don't be
figured
liking
out.
rookies for some apparent reason. You don't like a rookie for some apparent reason.
I like people to prove themselves. I don't think
You
no
don't
one
need to
should come
prove,
through the
bro.
door.
If you know you good, bro, you know you good, bro. Like we know who's good and who's not good.
So you don't think players need to prove themselves?
I think
You
they
think
do, but it's
so
like
you
with
think wait. You think that players coming in like, oh, he was this in college, he was this amazing, you got the rep, you're good. You don't think they need to prove themselves in the league?
They do to an extent, but like when Ben Simmons first came in the league, because we saw you drafted Carmelo Anthony over Ben Simmons because you ain't trust a rookie. But if you saw Ben Simmons, you would have been like, I'm taking Ben Simmons over Carmelo Anthony. And what did Ben Simmons do when he first came in? After that foot injury, what did he do? He killed that season because we knew he was going to be good. We knew he was. The same with Zion Williamson. Bro, everybody knew he was going to be good. Everybody. Even though he missed all them games, we knew he was going to be good. He didn't have to prove anything like when he first like stepped on the floor. It's like we just know he going to be good. And what did he do that first year? He killed all them games he came out and did. What did he do his second year? Killed.
Okay, you cooking me right now. I'm not gonna hold you, but don't act like it ain't. Don't act like it don't be some players that come in the league that don't need to earn it.
Some do though, but
Wiggins, Russell, it be plenty of players that come in the league.
Though. Wiggins was decent though.
He lazy talented.
But he was decent though. But who else you say? You said Wiggins and who else?
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell was decent, bro. See,
He
that's
ain't
the
gonna say
thing,
he was
bro.
nothing
See, you
special.
don't watch college. That's your problem. You don't watch no college, so you don't watch no type of highlights, no games. Then when you hear the name, you just be like, I mean, yeah, he just a rookie coming in the league. So it's like, but if you watch like the dude Wanham, Wembanyama, he gonna kill when he come in the league, no doubt about it. He's going to kill. That man is that, bro. I know you saw the highlights of him, bro. I know
I
you
mean,
saw him,
I can't scroll on Instagram. I can't scroll and not see him.
bro.
I
That nigga,
cannot not see him.
bro. He's a 7'4" dude that plays like a guard. That dude is ridiculous. Like he's gonna kill when he first comes in the league. And I thought he was skinnier than like on the pictures. I felt like he was super skinny, but when I saw him play, I was like, he looked bigger than I thought. Like he bigger than Chet.
Yeah, he
Like
got some
he
girth.
gonna
He got some
kill.
Compared to
girth on him.
Porzingis, a better Porzingis that hopefully can stay healthy.
He's gonna be a Porzingis with better handles.
Yeah, and that's
Like
scary.
he's going to kill when he comes in the league, bro. He's gonna kill. So it's like he won't have to really prove himself. Not really though. He really won't have to prove himself. Some players do, but some players don't got to prove themselves. Like who else I can name? Jabari. I feel like Jabari. I feel like everybody thought he was gonna be like really good though. And Anthony Davis. We knew they was gonna be good when they came in the league. We knew it. But you don't watch college, so you just don't know.
You be naming a lot of players, bro. You know how to do it. You name few, but you really skip over a lot of people. You skip over a lot of people. Oh, he was supposed to be this. He was supposed to be that. You
But
skip
I'm
over a
talking
lot of
about the
people, bro.
top. But I'm talking about the top picks. But like a Damian Lillard who was drafted like 11. Yeah, he got to prove himself because he wasn't that high of a pick. Of course, he's gonna have to come in the league and prove himself, and he has proven himself. But when I'm talking about them surefire first like top 5 picks, they don't really have to prove themselves like that. They just come in the league and just be killing. And they've been killing ever since. Besides
But to play
Jabari, because
devil's
he's been.
advocate, it's some players who killed in college that it didn't translate to the NBA, like
That's
Jahlil
true.
Okafor. He was the number 3 pick,
He was.
I
I think
think,
he was
after
number
D'Lo
3.
and
But
Cat,
I don't blame
and
that on
it
him.
didn't pan out.
I don't know. I don't blame that on him. I blame that on the Sixers because why are you drafting him when you already got Nerlens Noel, and then the next year you draft him, but then the following year you draft Joel? Why are you doing that? For what? That's ruining his career. He ain't been the same since, bro. If he goes to the Sixers, but say they don't draft Joel, I think he's still in the league playing good.
I could
I
even
think
go
he
as far
still
back
plays
as
in the league.
Adam Morrison too. That might be a little bit
Okay,
further
that's a
off.
different story. That's a different story. That's different. But like a Dwight Howard, I feel like everybody knew he was gonna kill. And what has he done ever since? Been killing. Like we just know, you just know, bro. But you gotta watch some college. If you just watch some highlights or just some type of college, you'll be like, yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be good in the league. Like you could just tell who's gonna be good. You could just tell. But you don't do that, so it don't matter.
Yeah, that is true. Go ahead, Aaron. What spiel you got to say? You waited patiently.
Oh no, I put in my 2 cents, so I'm good.
Okay, for sure. All right, so we're gonna go on here and just move on. How we enter the Giannis Antetokounmpo era.
I, whew, I think we have. He has been the best player for like the past. I say the past probably 5 6 years. I think we have. I because he won the MVP what 2 years ago. No, yeah, no. Right now, no. Okay, I take that back. Not the last 5 6 years. I say at least the last 4. I say the last 4 years. But I think we have because LeBron's not slowing down, but we're just seeing the new face of the league. We're starting to see him. We're starting to see Giannis. And I think probably really in the next couple of years, everybody in the world is gonna say, just like how they say we in the MJ era, we in the Kobe era, Shaq era, LeBron era, they're gonna say we're in the Giannis era. So I think we are I think we are low key entering the Giannis. I do. I really do.
Okay, so for me, I don't think it's going to be the Giannis era. I think he's going to be the best player of this era, but I don't think he's going to go on a stretch of winning two, three, four championships in a row. I think it's going to be spread out between a few teams. But he'll be the best player of this era, though. So kind of like LeBron, his era he didn't dominate from a championship perspective. He got to the finals a bunch of years, but he didn't actually win it though. He was the best player, no doubt, but Steph won titles, Durant won titles, and Dirk got a title. The Spurs got a title. So yeah, I think Giannis's era is going to be kind of like that, the best player, but he's not going to win every single season or multiple times in a 10-year span. So I think he might end his career if he stays healthy with maybe 3 titles at most. But I don't think he's going to go win 4, 6 titles. I just don't see
I was
it.
gonna ask you that too. How many titles do you think he gonna end with? So two more. He gonna win two more.
Yeah, I think he can win 2 more. Yeah.
I think it's definitely the Giannis area, the era for sure. But I don't think we'll ever see like those spurts where it's your era and you're winning the most chips. I think the league has become too competitive. It's too much talent out there to just keep winning over and over and over again. Like one player isn't gonna dominate winning the ring every year. Like we won't see that again for a long time. Like if we do, that means the talent is gonna be condensed between like maybe two, three teams. I don't think we're gonna be seeing like the Warriors, Cavs back to back to back finals. But I think Giannis is probably gonna be the best player going forth for like another 3 years.
Honestly, though, the last player really that I feel like we could say Giannis, but it's really Dirk who was the last like only superstar that won by himself. I feel like we don't give like Middleton and Drew Holiday like they credit. Like they are like they like the third tier type star or second tier star.
Second tier,
I
second tier
feel like
stars.
yeah, they like second tier, but Dirk, none of them other players was not even in the star category. The only person you could say is probably Jason Kidd, but he was way past his prime when he won that shit. So we can really say it was Dirk, and that was what 2011. And honestly, before that, I don't even remember who was the last real superstar by himself that won a championship.
Hakeem
Everybody has always had.
Hakeem was the last one before Dirk.
But no,
I ain't
I mean
talking
people
about
could
Paul.
still argue Paul because Paul Gasol was a second tier
That
star.
man was a star, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
He was still a second tier star at the time,
Lakers
though.
Lakers fans are haters, bro. They think that Kobe did everything by himself. That's just
He
not true.
wasn't he wasn't by himself, but I would say Paul Gasol wasn't a superstar. He
No,
wasn't
not a
You can
superstar, but he
nah.
was an all-star
but
though.
yeah, he was an all
Did
star.
all-star.
I think Paul
Hey,
Gasol was on the same level as like a Chris Middleton, honestly.
yeah, but Lakers
Nah, I
fans
put him higher than
claim
Middleton, but yeah.
they'll claim that Kobe did he won them 2 rings by himself, and that's just not true. That's not true,
He had a little twin tower, Paul Gasol, Andrew
bro.
Bynum,
They
Lamar
were
Odom.
dominating on 2K.
Yeah, that was a twin. They were twin towers.
So
Yeah.
like with the Giannis era, yeah, I agree with Aaron. I think we just gonna see him the league, and it's gonna be like him, Jokic, Joel, Luca, like Ja, Zion. They gonna be like the new faces, and but Giannis is just gonna be better than all of them. He's just gonna dominate. But yeah, I see
Yeah.
him winning. I might say he might win maybe one more, and then probably later down the line he might win one. He might
Do
win
y'all think he
another.
has a
So yeah,
chance of winning back to back?
No,
uh,
that team, they have to get another superstar on that team to win back to back.
and you got to trade for another superstar. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, bro. Unless the only way, unless he goes somewhere else, and I don't see him leaving Milwaukee. I think he just gonna stay there forever.
Yeah, I think, especially from his
Unless
comments.
if they don't win again while he's still on this big contract, he might leave. Low key, he might leave. I think he might leave and go team up with somebody else. But I think right now he's
He
still
gonna go
like
to
in
the
that.
Bulls.
Yeah. You saw the small recruitment. They signed his little brother.
Bro.
They
Exactly.
did. They did sign
They
us. It's
did.
Milwaukee, Chicago, only 2 hours. It's only a
That,
2 hour
that's why
drive.
his other brother is on the team still, bro. Bro, if Giannis went on that team, they probably would have released his other brother, bro, because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you gotta sign. He's your international player. You know, he's in a whole nother country. Like he gotta create that ecosystem for him. But I don't think Giannis really care for big markets. Remember when he released his movie and he was like he
I
doesn't
never
really
watched
like
it. I
LA.
didn't watch the movie, so I don't know.
It wasn't really
I
a
didn't really have
basketball
one.
movie. It was just about like his. It was a real sad movie about his life. He was super poor. But his comments about LA was like, I don't really like the whole city business. It's too. He was like, it's too much. It's too many people. It's too crowded. He wasn't really feeling it. It kind of seemed like he got used to like the more slow paced American cities. And
So
then
you
he said
think
he wanted to disappear like Tim Duncan.
so you think if he was in New York, he wouldn't like that because we all know New York is the biggest city in the country.
I don't think he'll like it. Honestly, I don't think me visiting New York, I couldn't see myself living there. I thought it was too much. I think it's too much. It's trash, rats everywhere. It's real fun, but the
It's
lifestyle
just
is
so
too.
many people.
Yeah,
So many people. I wouldn't
traffic is
trash.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great. He would dominate no
What
matter where
about
he goes, but yeah. But he would be happier probably in a
what
smaller
about
market.
them big cities, but not like them
Chicago,
known city? Yeah, like a Chicago or something, or like a
Well, Chicago
Dallas.
is known. Yeah, you got to use another one. Yeah, like
Well,
Dallas, Houston, or something.
Dallas. He might like those places. A mid tier city.
what about like Arizona, maybe?
He'll love Arizona. Yeah, he'll love that. It's hot. You know, I don't think he. I don't. As much as players say it, I don't think no player likes the cold. I
Bro, you don't
think,
like the cold, bro. Who does?
yeah, no one really likes the cold. Even people that like the cold don't like the cold that much.
That's why they always be going to like these little warm cities like California, Arizona.
You see what Giannis go back home every off season. It doesn't snow in Greece. Yeah.
He be going through it, man. He be going through it. He be going through it.
I got a dead joke.
He be going through it. He be
Jeez.
struggling trying to get out that driveway, man. I
Remember he said the
swear.
first time he got to Milwaukee, he said it's freezing cold. I got him.
He be going through it.
Wait, so before we get to the mock draft, we had a real good conversation about Draymond Green. How much we think Draymond Green should get paid because we just got to talk about with his recent activity. Draymond Green had put his hands on Jordan Poole and he got a contract coming up as well. So I'm gonna just go ahead, Aaron. You just take that. What you think about his contract coming up and Draymond Green putting his hands on Jordan Poole?
Well, yeah, I think his biggest and best value is with the Warriors. I don't think anybody's gonna pay him $30 million on any other team because his skill set is best suited for the Warriors. What other team has the shooters on the caliber of a Steph, of a Clay, of a Jordan Poole? On any other team, some people just see him as a glorified role player now. What do you think he's going to be on another team where you can't even maximize his skill set? So if you can't maximize his skill set, is he worth a max contract? So I think for him, it's best for him to just make it work with the and for on the Warriors end, do what you can to keep the nucleus together. It got you 4 championships, so do what you got to do.
You don't think him putting his hands on Jordan Poole interrupts his money or anything, or you think that like they were okay with him
No,
humbling him?
not at all. Not for the Warriors, not at all. If him
If it
getting
was Steph
into it
and
with
Clay, they
Kevin
would have gave
Durant,
him.
which drove him away, didn't affect his standing with the team, you really think situation with Jordan Poole
You
will
think
affect?
You think Draymond was the reason KD left?
Yeah,
No,
KD
he
said
wasn't
that
the
was a
sole
factor.
reason.
I don't think it was.
Bro. He called
KD
this
said
man the
it
beast.
himself that it played a part in it. It may not have been the biggest reason, but it definitely played a part, though.
It definitely was a part. It definitely was because he called him the beat, bro. We all know they wanted to fight. They wanted to fight. He definitely, but he said that it played a part. But we all know Kevin Durant left because he wasn't getting the love like Steph. We all know he
Of
wasn't just
course.
getting the love. But I always said Draymond Green, he ain't worth 30 million, bro. I don't care what nobody says. He's not worth $30 million. Cause I looked up an article. It said he wants 138. So that's 34 million a year. Draymond Green is not, bro, not worth 30 something. If I'm the Warriors, they probably discussed with him and they was like, okay, Draymond, we'll give you. You're gonna make 25 on your player option. So maybe for the next 4 years, we'll probably up it to maybe 28. And he said no, because I have won. I've helped you guys won 4 championships in the last 8 years. Forget basketball. That's one of the greatest things in just sports. Period. Like we don't see that often. We don't see that, and he just wants a payday. And Draymond Green just needs to come to realize. Like I saw that he's 32, but it's like you 32. You're gonna get older. Your defense isn't all that good no more. You don't score. You get your assists, but you really get your assists off just them shooting and doing a handoff. You get off and
And the
doing
offense
and maybe a
too.
bounce pass. Huh?
What other teams run the type of offense that the Warriors do? So is his skill set actually
Nobody
going to be
does that.
maximized anywhere
No,
else?
nobody does that. No, nobody's gonna do that, bro. Like now, if you want to trade for him, that's a different story. That's a different story. But if you go outright sign him and he come to offense and be like, "All right, y'all, the starting pay is 30 something million," and I'm gonna just look at you and be like, "Nah, bro, you good. You might as well
But
just
is
walk
he
out
even
now."
worth young core pieces or even first round draft picks though?
No,
At
he's
this
none of
point,
that. He's not that, bro. I'm not giving up young players or core or draft picks just to have Draymond because like I said earlier off the podcast, I said if you put Draymond Green on the Kings, that means he's basically going to be the third best player, and we're going to ask you to do way more. Now I got to add. Now, are you going to elevate De'Aaron Fox? Because we already have De'Aaron Fox, so he's already going to give us assists. Okay, Draymond, that's taken away from you now. You're not going to get like 7 assists, 8 assists a game now. We already got a great big and Sabonis, so we don't need you to be going down there getting 12 boards or all that. So it's like, what can you do for us? Like, what can you help us do? And like I said, if he goes on the Kings, they're just gonna get past the play-in and get bounced in the first round. But Draymond to be like I guess to fully use him, you have to put him on team with stars because all he's played with is superstars. His whole career, he's played with superstars. So if you put him on the team with no superstar, what is he gonna do? He's not gonna do nothing much.
I think Draymond. I think he might be worth the money. I think when I mean, I definitely think like, yeah, his own ball productivity has been hindered because he should have been he should have like his full potential on court basketball. He would have been Ben Simmons, but he isn't that. But I think the intangibles that he brings to the game, he's a culture changing guy, and I think that may not be like his culture changing and his own court productivity has kind of hindered what he brings off the court, the intangible. Because it's like Draymond can say things to certain players that a coach couldn't say, other players couldn't say, and it's what they need to hear. It'll inspire them, fire them up. But it's like, is it really worth the price tag of like what 30,000, 32,000 a year? 30 some million a year. It's like, is it really worth that? And you like what you're saying, like he's going to have to be able to do those things that makes it worth it on court. I think he may be worth it, but I think no one's going to pay it. But I do think if you put Draymond Green is a player that, like, if you put him, like I said earlier, if you put him on the Charlotte Hornets, I think he says things to those players that make them get their life in order, that make them take the basketball game serious, stop the off court antics. I think you put him on the Kings, he says some things that fasten people up. He has G5 certification to talk a certain way to people to get things done. I think he probably said to Jordan Poole what Jordan Poole needed to hear, because just the way he carry himself and how he come off like he may be a little bit arrogant, like he come off like he may be like he wants the keys to the franchise immediately. Draymond may not be worth the own ball and the influence, it may not equal up to management to be worth 30 millions of dollars, but it's somewhere in the 27 to 25. I think he got to make it work.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you give him that 25 to 27 million on a 4 or 5 year deal? Because I think he wants a max, like max years too. So are you willing to pay $27 million over 4 or 5 years, like 27 per year for 4 or 5 years?
If I don't know. I give it to him in 3 years max because I still need to shore up. I still need to shore up my future with my young core guys. And I think if it was like a Mark Cuban would do it. Mark Cuban would like, hey, you got us this ring this year, and you took the pay cut a few years back. Boom, I got you because he did that for what did he? Who did he do that for? He did that for some international player. He did that for, but I don't know. I don't think Draymond may get the big pay that he wants to see, but I do think that he he's gonna stay with the organization. He might be like the fastest coaching assistant ever from retirement to boom. He's already a coach for the Warriors.
Is he worth 30 millions with the Warriors? Is he worth 30? Just
Yeah,
with the
he might.
Warriors, is he worth 30? For
Yeah,
what he has done for them, is he worth 30?
yeah, he is.
I was
But they haven't signed him. Like I said, if they don't think so because bro, you have been the big three with Steph and Clay since day one. And you have helped us win championships. We gone to the finals. But somehow, some way, they still have not signed him. He went to them and said, "Hey, I want to sign a snitch for 30 some million." The Warriors are saying no because they probably see him dropping off, bro.
Question.
Yes,
For everything that Draymond brings, I know you can replace his own ball productivity with one of the guys coming off the bench, the Pools, the Kamingas. Who is the true replacement for Draymond?
on the
Like,
Warriors,
who's his true replacement?
honestly, no, really nobody. The
What does
only
losing
player that
Draymond
can
do?
replace him with his physical attributes is probably Kaminga. He's probably the only one. But when his on-court antics, his leadership, heartbeat of the team, no one. But are you worth 30 million just to be the heartbeat of my team? Are you really worth 30 million just to be the heartbeat? I don't think you're worth that. And even the heartbeat of another team. Are you really worth 30 million to be the heartbeat of my team?
You think the Warriors could do it again without him, huh?
I think they can. Honestly, they could win another ring probably without Draymond, at least one more.
I don't
I
think they
don't
could
think.
do it.
But I don't think. They might
I
not
don't.
win
I
no
don't.
more though. But can they win one more without him? Yeah, I think they. I think it's possible they can.
I think they got better luck winning with him. Aaron, what you was finna say?
I mean, that puts more playmaking responsibilities on Steph. And do we really expect Steph to be able to score almost 30, averaging 8, 9, 10 assists or more every night?
Has
Because
he
really,
ever
it's him and
averaged
Jordan
30?
Poole.
I think
Who,
he
Steph?
averaged
Yeah,
30 before.
he's done
I
it
think he did.
twice.
Probably in his
Yeah, he's
MVP
done it
season.
twice. Yeah, his MVP season in the year he won the scoring title. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
now he has elevated playmaking duties as well as Jordan Poole. And that's really it off the top of my head as far as who could be an actual playmaker. Klay Thompson is not going to turn into a playmaker all of a sudden.
yeah.
Andrew Wiggins might have to elevate his game from a playmaking perspective. But do we really trust him to be consistent with that?
It's tough.
If you're the Warriors, who are you giving the money to first? Basically, the young dudes or Draymond Green, the heartbeat of the team.
Curry
Like,
has only averaged 30 points one time in his career. He averaged 32.
No,
I
I
knew he
thought he
averaged at
averaged
least
30 his MVP season too.
He did. He was 30 his MVP season. Yep. He's only
Yeah,
done it
and then he won the
twice.
scoring title. He
Yep.
averaged 30.
He's only done it twice, and he hasn't
Yeah,
come
that's
that.
what I thought.
He's only come close to that once. 26, 27. We seen what Curry tried to do when it was just Curry and I mean it was a really bad team, but
I saw somebody in the comments. They was talking about Draymond. They was like, "We saw what you did with that team when Clay was out for the year and Steph broke his hand. We saw what that team and y'all was in the lottery and it was just Draymond and a bunch of role players."
Yeah, it was
Somebody in
ugly.
the comments said that. So basically, so we kind of know. if Draymond Green goes on say a weak team, it's like, what can you do for me? Are you gonna be able to? Yeah, you could be the heartbeat. You gotta get in my face, but can you help me on the court though? No, you can't. Because you can't score. You bro. Like I said, his career averages like his no his, yeah his career averages is like 8 points.
Yeah,
How
I
do you
think
only
it, I
average
think
8 points? Because like they said, like I said when they was on Skip and Shannon, they was like he averaged 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. They was like if you look at somebody else, you'll be like, oh, what are you doing? But if you see it's Draymond, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's Draymond Green. Now you got to pay more.
his intangibles. If Kevin Durant had Draymond Green intangibles, man, if LeBron James had Draymond Green ferocity, if Ben Simmons had Draymond Green confidence,
Bro, he basically the same person. Ben Simmons, Draymond Green are like the same person, but Ben Simmons could score way more than him. They the same person.
yeah, Ben Simmons is just he's a very different personality type. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. But he's just a way better scoring. But they do the same thing. They literally the same person. And he taller than Draymond, which helps him. Draymond
No,
Green's on like
Draymond
what
ain't the
6'7"?
passer Ben Simmons is. No, he not on Ben Simmons level passing wise. No.
No, I'm saying yeah, that's true though. Ben Simmons is a great passer, but they basically the same person. And Ben Simmons is 6'11", and Draymond Green only what like 6. He's shorter than
Six.
LeBron, so he like
He's
6'7",
6'6". He's
6'6",
6'6".
6'7". So now I'm asking the 6'6" dude who can't score to help me. It just don't work like that, bro. He fits with the Warriors because he has basically the two greatest shooters ever on the court on his team, and he basically had one of the best scorers ever in KD on his team. Of course, you're gonna look good, but when you gonna put him on a weak team, because Shondell, you said earlier you was naming like all these raw teams. None of those raw teams can get him because none of them don't got cap space. I'm just looking at teams that
So
have the cap space that could potentially give him 30 million. It's like he can't help us.
I had named the teams. I named Miami. I had named the Sixers. I had named I can't remember after that. But the Bulls. Yeah.
But if I put Draymond Green on the I'm on the Sixers. He's basically a bigger PJ Tucker. He's gonna be because we got James Harden. He's the point guard, like you guys said. He's the point guard. We already got 3 scorers in Tobias, Tyrese, and freaking Joel Embiid. So it's like, okay, we don't need you to score. We already got a point guard. You really just out there just to play some defense.
I
And
think
we
James
need the
Harden.
defense.
I think he'll flourish. He'll flourish next to Draymond. I think Harden loved the whole passing and playmaking for everybody else. But I think if you told Harden to get out here and just score, I think Harden to fall in love with just only having to score the ball.
I agree.
If you put them on the Celtics, they'll be good, but they don't got cap space. They don't got cap space. You put Draymond Green, he's basically like the
They
weaker
improved
version of Marcus
Marcus.
Smart.
I think he's
They
better
could
than
go back to
Marcus
the finals.
Smart.
They probably would win if they had Draymond on there.
I,
They could possibly win, but they don't got cap space. Only weak teams got cap space.
so that's what I was saying. Like if Draymond Green takes the money and he go to another team, he knows in his heart, and so it would be a decision of like I'm not doing it for the ring anymore. I'm on some like inspiration, motivating other. He gonna be on some coach's journey, still a player type thing. Like I'm going to inspire these other players to get their shit together and take hooping serious. It's gonna be on some. I'm finna, cause like he just had the video telling them like I just won a chip and I'm sprinting harder than y'all in the gym. What's going on? He gonna be on his DC Dream Chaser NBA version.
He just
We'll
not
see.
worth 30, bro.
I
I
mean,
give him
we'll see.
25. I give him 25 million, and that's it. I give him 25 to 20, maybe 28. But he asking for 34 million. That's basically saying he on the level with Tyler Hero. I'm not saying I think Draymond Green might be a better overall player than Tyler Hero, But Tyler Hero, he ain't no scrub because he can pass and he a way better scorer than him and he shoot better. So it's like you just not worth that, bro. And it's okay. You're just not worth it. Now if Draymond Green could at least give me, I say 15 points, I change my mind.
That's
But
more
you
than
can
Ben
only
Simmons. Ben Simmons only averaged 14.
but Ben Simmons, he do everything else though. He elite defender, he fast, he can score, but we know he can get 20 though. He can get 20. He can get 20 something
How much money you putting him on your parlay?
to get what, 20? Probably not.
Mm,
But he can though. But he
that'll
can
probably be
though.
a
We act
plus
like he can't get
3,000
20 though.
for him to get 20 points. No, I'm
But he can though. We act like
at a
he
single bet.
can't
I'm
get
not
20 though.
parlaying it.
But he can though. He can give me 20
Of
though.
course. I mean, what he put up 40 against the Jazz a couple of seasons ago. So yeah, he
Yeah.
can do it.
But I know that's what I'm saying. Can Draymond Green elite? Can he give me 20? He can't even average me 10 points a game.
His best offensive season was that year that 73-9, especially in that game 7 where he went off for like 32 points and hit like what
Bro,
five,
that's
six
really
threes?
like the only time I saw him like really go off when he dropped all
Yeah, that
them
was the
points
best
and
game of his
basically
career,
almost
probably.
saved them.
I'm just saying, bro. The narrative really flipped on Draymond. It really went from like people saying he the heart of the team, he the heart of the team. So now it's like he don't even deserve the money no more. It's like, and the NBA don't back pay. The NBA, so he should have took the money. The NBA don't back pay, huh?
I mean, it's
Well,
because he's starting to get to that unplayable level as far as offense. He's becoming a liability because he can't do anything. If he's not involved in the pick and roll, what is he doing? Nothing. He don't have a reliable jump anymore.
I think another team he would have fit. I think he would have fit with the Blazers. They still had CJ because Dame always talked about a player he wanted on his team was Draymond. I think that's probably the only team he probably could have fit, but they don't got CJ no more. So I think if he went there, they wouldn't be no better. They wouldn't be no better. Now maybe if they were still on there, I think they could get back to maybe the conference finals, maybe, but they ain't winning though. They ain't winning, but Draymond, he just not worth 30, bro. And it's just facts. He's just not worth 30. Maybe to the Warriors he might be worth 30, but if I give Draymond 30 million, that means Wiggins, you don't get your money. Jordan Poole, you probably don't get your money. So that means I basically said forget my core players because I always said the Warriors got their core. Like once Steph Clay and Draymond leave, they got Kaminga, Wiseman, Moody, and Jordan Poole if he stays there. They got the core. And Wiggins if they give him the money. They got their core once they all leave, and they'll still be decent.
I mean,
But am I gonna prioritize the heart of the team, Draymond, over them, my young guys?
at the end of the day, it's not what you want or what you think you're worth. It's what a team is willing to pay. That's what your worth is. What they're willing to pay, and either you cool with that or you not. Is
You made
that
me think of Dennis Schroeder.
Oh God, man. He swear
is
up and
it
down
is
he ain't
that
blow the
simple?
bag, bro. He swear up and down, but he know he fumbled the bag, bro. He swear, bro. Just admit you fumbled the bag because you was cocky. You thought you were worth like 100 million. You was not worth that, bro. Just take accountability. Say you fumbled the bag and leave it at that. Because there ain't no way you could have signed for the Lakers for like 20 something a year. Now you back with them for like 2 million. Be for real.
Be fucking for
Serious.
real.
Be for real, bro.
Hey, thank y'all boys for tuning in with us. Full Court Entertainment Podcast. You got this far in the video. Make sure you go ahead and tell us your top 5 in the West, top 10 power ranking. Go ahead. What y'all boys got to say?
Like, subscribe to FCE YouTube, TikTok. Follow TikTok, Instagram. Coming soon. Just follow us, man. We got more content coming up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll catch y'all next week.